Hello, welcome to the first Funding Friday session. My name is Gareth Brooks. I work for the RA supporting sailing clubs and other organisations. Look, we know it's a really challenging time for many clubs and that you may need support. Sadly, we can't be with you face to face, so we're launching a series of online sessions for those involved with running clubs or for those of you that might want to get more involved. So over the next few weeks, we're going to be delivering sessions on three core topics. First of all, promoting your club using social media, improving your website, all about reaching new members and connecting with your existing members. That's going to go live on a Monday at 10:20 a.m. Second core topic is broader, looking at general club development, looking at what clubs are doing to maintain activity, looking at how they're keeping members engaged, looking at how they're going to cope with coming out of lockdown, looking what the trends are within society at the moment and what that means for boating. And those sessions are going to be streamed on Thursday at 10:20. And then finally, what we're looking at now, funding and the opportunities that exist for clubs and how to access them. That's going to be live at 10:20 on a Friday. So today, funding, I want to focus on the support that's available to clubs through Sport England's newly launched £195 million package that aims to help community sport, that community sport sector in England, cope with the impact of this coronavirus pandemic. For those of you who are not in England, the links below will take you to some information about the support that might be available to you in Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales. So the element of this package that's especially relevant to clubs and community organisations is called the Community Emergency Fund. Now this is a pot of £20 million that clubs will be able to bid for grants for, from between £300 all the way up to £10,000. It's for those clubs or community organisations who are experiencing that short-term financial hardship as a result of COVID-19 or the ceasing of operations. So we know that this is going to be relevant to loads of sailing clubs out there from the conversations we've been having with you over the last couple of weeks. So we wanted to get news out there. As with other funds from Sport England, clubs who work with underrepresented or disadvantaged groups in their community are likely to be looked upon more favourably. Sport England stated they're going to give priority to clubs and that deliver activities for the disadvantaged groups, those who are maintaining an element of self-employed workforce, or clubs that work with one of the following specific groups. We've got women and girls, we've got older people, we've got disabled people, we've got lower socio-economic groups, we've got the BAME community, that's the Black and Asian minority ethnic community, the LGBT plus community, and of course those with long-term health conditions as well. So it's really important for clubs that are looking to apply to this that they think about how they meet those investment priorities and evidencing that within their application. The other thing that's coming out of Sport England is that they're telling us they're going to prioritise clubs who are most in financial need. It's really important that we spell that out in our applications as well. And as always, Sport England state that their funding should be your last option. They want to be the funder of last resort. So please check whether your organisation is eligible for support from other government sources or maybe from other funding programmes before applying to the Community Emergency Fund. So the fund's open now, all the way up until the 31st of July 2020. Our advice to clubs and other organisations is not to rush in an application, but to carefully consider how your application meets the needs of this criteria, especially as clubs can only apply once. We've got to get it right. That said, we know that Sport England are already receiving a large number of applications, so whilst care is needed with your application, we don't think you should rest on your laurels for too long. We have produced a more detailed guide to this fund, which is available at the link below, so please check this out before submitting your application. If you've got any questions about your application, please email sport.development@ryaa.org.uk and we'll do our best to answer your queries. Good luck! So another point to mention is that all the RWA's guidance on COVID-19 is available in our special guidance and FAQ section, which is accessed through our homepage. This provides useful guidance on what government support is available for businesses and not-for-profit clubs like clubs. Okay, so next week we're going to be having a look at some top tips for unlocking grant funding, which will help you with applications to the Community Emergency Fund as well as many other sources of funding that might be available to you. So watch out for that next Friday at 10:20. And finally, before I go, I wanted to make you aware of some of the other great content that's available that we're pushing out at the moment through our YouTube channels and social media. We've got activities for kids and for families through On Board. We've got activities for sailors, windsurfers and powerboaters, and for young racers as well. So keep in touch, stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll catch you next week.